morning. I'm here to talk to you today about the first assignment. It was completed by my team, Team 2, and I'm going to be presenting today. So, what is the World Wide Web? The World Wide Web, obviously commonly known as www, is a system of interlinked hypertext documents accessed through the internet. It was invented in 1989 by Tim Berners-Lee at CERN, which was a European organization for nuclear research in Switzerland. The World Wide Web uses browsers to access websites via URLs. Some dates and key milestones are in 1989 was the proposal for the www by Tim Berners-Lee. And then in 1991, the first website went live. In 1993, Mosaic browser makes the web popular. And in the 2000s to today, there's web apps, there's social media, there's cloud computing. There's literally an endless possibility on the internet. Here's to take a look at some of the sources that was used. How do computers share resources and communicate on the internet? So there is the client-server model. It's where the client requests services or data, a server processes the request, and sends a response. It's a common model used by the web, and then down again is the processes of browser client to the web server to the browser. And here is just another slide about how it works a little bit more. The client sends a request like a website URL, server receives and processes the request, server sends back data like the HTML or the images, the text for the website, and the client displays the result. Some advantages of the client-server model are that data and resources are stored in the server, updates and maintenance is easier. Server controls access, authentication, and permissions. It handles many clients at the same time. Clients only request exactly what they need. And then here's some of the sources on the client-server model. HTTP and HTTPS are protocols that allow web browsers and servers to communicate and exchange information over the internet. What is HTTP? It stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol. It's the rules for communication between clients and servers, and it's a stateless protocol. HTTPS versus HTTP. So HTTPS is essentially just HTTP and plus the encryption, so SSL or TLS. It protects data from hackers, and it's used for logins, payments, or other private data. Here's a second slide with some more details. So HTTP is not secure, but HTTPS is. HTTP is not encrypted, but HTTPS is encrypted. HTTP data is sent in plain text, however, HTTPS data is locked in the browser. Some examples of use are when you're loading a web page, submitting a login form, communicating over the internet, or just online shopping. Here's some sources below. For the last part of our presentation, wrapping up the assignment, I created a basic website using HTML. The code I used is below, and then on the right-hand side, the breakdown of the code that I used. So the doc type HTML tells the browser that this is an HTML5 document, which is the modern standard. The HTML is the root element of the page. The head contains metadata and information of the page. Title, my test page, title, sets the text that will appear in the browser. Body is the visible content of the web page. H1 is a heading, and the /HTML closes the HTML document.